How's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Got my good old double espresso. Cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in. As always, as stocks right now, believe it or not, are actually gaining some momentum. And no, we're not green, but man, are we seeing a relief rally off these lows. The Qs are actually almost green. QQQ's down only 0.15% right now, which is, insane considering in the pre-market we were at 583, or that was the overnight market. So we're actually up almost 2.75% off that low, and SPY is up, let's see, from around 656 to almost 670. We're now up around percentage-wise almost 2% off that low, and we're only down 0.5% on the day here, as the Dow's down 0.9 and the Russell's down over 1%. So we're still down, but we're seeing a nice rally here. Oil is under 100 a barrel right now, which it got to 119 in the futures market yesterday. You guys saw, so now we're at 96. And we have Bitcoin up. The VIX is down 6%, believe it or not. It's at 27. So we have to cover my thoughts here, what I'm doing, the charts, everything. So guys, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates, my private Discord. We post updates, trades, investments, everything in real time. All of that is on Patreon. Check it out, link down below. So again, we're seeing a nice rally. We're still down across the board. The VIX is down on the day. Oil is still up 6%. But it is seeing a nice drop under 100 a barrel. And the reality is here, guys, I don't think we're seeing the end of it yet. I don't think this is necessarily over. If you guys look at the oil chart here, it still is very bullish. Obviously, we had an insane gap up yesterday to 120. That wasn't going to hold too long. I mean, that was pretty obvious, right? So now we're getting the drawdown, and we're still up 6%. We're still above where we were last week on the price of oil. And you have to ask yourself, are things looking like they're going to end in the Middle East anytime soon, today, tomorrow, this week? Probably not. Probably not. And there's still a lot of uncertainty. Who knows how long this conflict is going to last? So if you ask me, personally, I think we're going to see another run on oil back over 100 a barrel. I really do. I think we'll go to 105, 110 again, maybe even higher than that. So I think this weakness in oil, equities seeing a nice relief rally, it's just a short-term trade we're seeing here, right? I think ultimately we will get more red in the market in the very short term here. And I think oil does see, a push back over 100, 105, 110 a barrel. And it's in the charts. The proof's in the pudding here, guys. This is simply a relief rally on SPY. We literally covered this gap we're in right now. We talked about this. Literally, I think yesterday in my video, I said, if SPY took out 670, we have a wide open gap down to about 660, 658, right? And that's exactly where we got down to. We actually got down to 655 almost in the overnight market. So we filled that gap down, and it just got way oversold in the short term, man. Way oversold. So we're getting that relief rally, playing right in this gap that we talked about, and it's just nowhere near actually breaking out, obviously. And nobody's really arguing that, but I'm just trying to hammer it into your head that we're seeing a nice rally. People might be getting excited, but we're still in this range. We're still under 670, which was support for a little bit, for a while, right? And now it's clearly a resistance. We're still under it. So we're also under the 50 SMA, the 180 SMA. So if you look at these gaps, guys, the chart, you realize, okay, we got oversold. We filled the gap down to 655, 660. Now this is just a relief rally back to 670. And sure, if SPY breaks through 675, 680, it starts breaking out of there. All right, that's a legitimate breakout, but we're not there yet. I think ultimately we have some more volatility, some more red in store. And I'm not trying to, panic people. I'm not saying to sell. I'm not selling out of my stocks, guys. I'm just playing it playing it cautious, being very nimble with my trading. I might consider some puts here for a hedge, right? We'll see. We'll see. I haven't bought anything yet regarding puts, but I might later today. So the Qs right now, same thing. We filled the gap up to 600. That was support for a little bit. We actually tanked right through that 593 support level. We got all the way to 583 in the overnight market, as you guys saw. And at this point, man, buyers came in right where they needed to on the Qs, right where the bulls wanted to see them come in. And we got that nice rally, but we're still in a downtrend, right? We're still under these moving averages. We're still under that 600 resistance. We're still under, or we still have a death cross. So the Qs at this point, man, SPY, be careful. Be careful. And I'm not selling. I'm not doing anything irrational here, but I'm being nimble. I might buy some puts to hedge, and that's where I'm at. And in terms of buying, what have I bought today? Nothing, literally nothing. I was gonna buy stocks today, but the fact that the market's rallying like crazy right now off the lows, the Q's up to almost break even. I'm just going to wait till tomorrow now at this point. There's really no need to rush me adding more to certain names that I was buying. Because if this scenario plays out where we get more red, oil back over 100 a barrel, we're going to see, oil itself going over 100 a barrel again, 105, 110. That brings fears so high. The inflation fear, right? All of that goes through the roof. That in and of itself will bring down equities. So at this point, man, I didn't buy anything today. I was going to add more coherent, but I'm not. It's at 242, so I'm going to wait and see if we get this scenario to play out where we get oil back over 100, stocks to come back down, then I'm going to add more. So here I'm just waiting. I'm sitting on my hands, and sometimes the best thing you can do in the market, guys, is absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was going to add more coherent today, which I added some last week. They got added to the S&P 500 on Friday. That's great news. The stock's up 3% on the day. I was going to add more, but I'm like, let me just be patient here. If coherent, if the Qs see that dump like I think, coherent's probably going to get a haircut again, even though it just got added to the S&P. I think it could still go back down to 230, 220 again. So I'm waiting for it. And even if it breaks out here, I'm fine on the upside. I'm covered because I own the stock already. So at this point, this is the only name that I'm really looking to add more right now, this week at least, and maybe Micron. But I'm just being patient, being very patient here. And again, sometimes the best thing you can do is absolutely nothing. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm just sitting tight, holding on. And again, maybe I'll buy some puts, some short-term puts to hedge there. Nothing crazy, maybe on the Qs. But yeah, other than that, man, I'm just holding on. I'm navigating these markets, watching the headlines, watching the news. I guess not really watching the mainstream news too much, although it is good to watch it here and there, especially, the opposing sides of the media. I like doing that. But yeah, just tracking what's going on, man. That's the name of the game right now. And being nimble with trades and adding to only, high conviction core holdings. For the most part, that's what I've been doing this entire year. All 2026. I haven't been buying many speculative names at all, really. Just buying strong conviction stocks. And I'm excited how that's going to work long term. It's already been working pretty well, and I'm confident with that. And you'll realize, guys, we'll wrap it up here. You'll realize in rocky markets, like we're obviously in now, if you're buying quality companies, more blue chip stocks, companies that their fundamentals are increasing, strengthening, not deteriorating, their financials are getting better. If you're buying strong companies during rough times, it's easier to navigate. You feel better. You can sleep well at night. If you were in a basket of these high beta, unprofitable, risky stocks, you would not be sleeping well nowadays, now would you? Sure, you could make a lot of money when we get out of this. That's a big what if, depending on what stocks you picked. That could happen, but for me, I feel better still buying growth stocks, obviously. I'm not buying, these consumer staples that are trading at 50, 60 times earnings. That's insane to me. But I'm still buying some quality names, obviously, that I feel will do well once we get out of this. And we will get out of this, guys. We will. It's only a matter of time. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments your thoughts. Hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe. Join the Patreon if you want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio. Be a part of my private Discord, guys. All of that is linked down below, pinned in the comments, or go to stocksurfest.com/Patreon, and it's literally only $10 a month, $20 a month, depending on the tier you choose. And it's a no-brainer, man. So I'll see you guys in there. Cheers. I appreciate you all for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.